Let us assume I do not have a business that makes 6 or 7 figures. Let's assume I have no clients, no connections, and no money to run ads. What would I do to get back on my feet? See, most people think business success starts with popularity. They believe they need thousands of followers, millions of followers, a personal brand, and a viral post before they can start making money. That's the biggest lie the internet has sold you. I don't have a massive YouTube audience. I don't have a blue check mark. What I do have is a business that generates sales consistently. And I think that's what matters. Most of us do not want to own millions of dollars in the bank. We just want enough money to buy things we want, to go on holidays, and just to have enough freedom to say no to the things that we don't like. It took me 10 years to reach to this place, but I'm giving you the roadmap in the next few minutes. So if I have to start from scratch today, no list, no network, no leverage, this is exactly what I would do. And I'll break it down step by step. Step one, pick an offer that sells itself. Most people struggle to get clients because they are selling something that nobody's asking for. They dream up an offer, make a fancy landing page, post about it, and hear nothing but crickets. Why? Why does it happen? Because they are not solving a real urgent problem. I would not create an offer first. I would find a problem first. This is where the philosophy of Ikigai comes in. It's a Japanese concept of aligning what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what pays. It's a Venn diagram. So I would ask myself, what skills do I already have that can solve a painful problem? Who is already paying for this kind of help? Can I get them results fast? I would not try to reinvent the wheel. I would take something that's already working and position it better. Instead of saying, I help businesses with marketing, which is vague and forgettable, I would say, I help agency owners book 3 to 5 high ticket clients every month using LinkedIn or using WhatsApp or using Facebook, Instagram, whatever. It's clear, specific, and instantly valuable. Now, here's where most people go wrong. They think client acquisition is about finding that one perfect buyer who's ready to pay today. But the truth is, only 3% of your market is actively looking to buy right now. The real money isn't in that 3%, it's in the other 97%. The ones who are not ready yet, but will be if you know how to move them up the pyramid. Step 2, find people who already want what I offer. Most people think getting clients is about posting content and waiting. They throw up a LinkedIn post, they send a few tweets, they sit back and hope for leads. That's why they stay stuck. I would not wait. I would go directly to where my buyers are already talking about the problems. Now, this is where the 80-20 principle comes in. In sales or in business in general, 20% of your market is responsible for 80% of conversions. Most businesses fight over the 3% ready buyers who are ready to pay today, but they ignore 97% who could be ready soon. I would rather go after the 37% who are problem aware or researching because they are easier to move into buying mode. This is how I would do. I would jump into Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, WhatsApp communities, Reddit, Twitter threads, places where business owners are actively discussing their struggles. Let's forget business owners, where my audience is talking about their struggles. But I wouldn't just show up and start pitching. That's the fastest way to get ignored. Instead, I'd use a method that I called direct line method. It's a dead simple way to find exactly what my audience needs and give it to them. Step one, I would send a one line message like, hey, I'm putting together something to help my audience to solve X problem. What's the biggest challenge you face when it comes to X problem? Step two, I would analyze the responses. If 5 out of 10 people say they struggle with lead generation, guess what's my next offer is about. Step three, I would craft an offer that feels like a no brainer. It'll go something like this: I help agency owners get 3 to 5 appointments in 15 days without doing posts on social media or doing massive cold outreach. This way, I never have to sell because I'm giving them the exact solution they just told me they needed. And when I reach out, it doesn't feel like sales, it feels more like I'm helping them. Step three, I will build instant trust without fancy branding. People don't buy because of logos, they don't buy because of fancy tagline. They buy because they trust that you can help solve their problem. And trust, it's not built by talking about yourself, it's built by showing results. This is where the reciprocity effect kicks in. People feel naturally inclined to return favors. If you help them first, they'll trust you more. And then, so instead of pitching, I would give them a quick win first. For example, I would DM a struggling agency owner and say, "Hey, I took a quick look at your offer. I see one big thing that's probably you losing you 3 to 5 clients a month. Want me to walk you through it?" And most will say yes. By the end of that call, I won't even have to pitch. They'll just ask, "How can we work together?" Step 4, close the few clients and scale. Once I've landed 2 or 3 paying clients, I would double down. I would ask every client for introductions to business owners. I would turn my wins into simple case studies and post them where my audience hangs out. And here's the most important part, I would set up a simple follow up system because most people don't buy the first time they hear from you. But if you stay in touch, if you follow up the right way, they come back when they are ready. This is called the compounding effect in business. Small actions stack up to massive results over time. And that's exactly what has happened with my own business. Now, I want to talk about the mistakes that people make, the mistakes that keep most people broke. Most people stay broke because they are waiting for clients to come to them, waiting for content to take off, waiting for a referral. Look, business is not about waiting, it's about creating opportunities. And if you apply what I just shared, you'll never have to worry about leads again. I do not have a big YouTube audience. I don't post viral content, and yet I still get clients consistently. And I work with some of the top folks in the industry because I don't focus on attention, I focus on results. Now, if you want me to break down the exact principles that I use, I can create a long this that video might go 2 to 3 hours. But if you want exactly step by step, even adding the scripts that I use, adding the frameworks that I use, I can create the whole video, but you'll have to tell me in the comments. So yeah, if I get comments, because this is just second video on my channel, even if I get 10 comments saying that they want this kind of video, I'll create a whole 2 to 3 hours tutorial that people might sell you for lakhs or free. So yeah, drop the comment and tell me if you want it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.